Students, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. So students, welcome back in your mathematics class. This is class 9th, chapter 10, circles. This is our lecture 2. In today's lecture, we will discuss questions of exercise 10.2, theorems 10.3 to 10.5. In our lecture 1, we already discussed first two theorem, all the introduction part and all the definitions. First exercise is depend upon the all introduction part, only MCQs, fill in the blanks and true false are there. So you have to solve that exercise. So we will start our lecture with theorem 10.3. This is your statement of theorem 10.3. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. So you have to understand this statement first. It means what is given to us and what we have to prove. He said the perpendicular from the center of a circle. When we will draw a perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord, it means we have to draw a perpendicular on a chord. Bisect the chord. We have to prove that that perpendicular is bisects the chord. So what is given to us? First of all, we have to draw a diagram. So we have to draw a circle first. This is your circle, this is your center O. So students, this is your chord AB. According to the given condition in our theorem, a perpendicular is drawn from the center of a circle. It is given, it is perpendicular, so both the angles are 90 degree. We name it as P. So now we will join these 2 points with the center O. So what is given to us? We have to write all the geometry equations like this. What is given to us? OP is perpendicular on AB. It is given to us. OP is perpendicular on AB. What we have to prove? We have to prove that perpendicular bisects the chord. It means AP is equal to PB. We have to prove that AP is equals to PB. The meaning of the bisect word means divide into two equal parts. So we have to prove that AP is equal PB. What is proof? First of all, we will take these two triangles and try to congruent these two triangles. For proving the congruency, we need 3 elements. First of all, we have to write the name of the triangles in triangle AOP and triangle BOP. AOP and BOP. First of all, first element which we need, AO is equal to OB. Why? We have to write reason here also. Radius of same circle. And now OP is equal to OP. Why? Common. Correct? Now third element, we will mark these two angles with the numbering. Angle 2 is equal to angle 1, each 90 degree. It is given. You can write given also here, that 90 degree angle is given to us. So students, think by which congruence rule? Do you understand? Now we are applying which congruence rule? By RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and the third side. By RHS congruence rule, we have triangle AOP is congruent to triangle BOP. Now these two triangles are congruent to each other. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, then the corresponding part of these two triangles, the remaining corresponding part other than these 3 parts, are also equal to each other. So we will write AP is equal to PB by CP/CT. So this question is proved now. We take that this perpendicular is given and try to congruent these two triangle. After that congruency, we said that AP and PB are equal to each other by CP/CT. This is your theorem 10.3. Theorem 10.4. The statement of the theorem 10.4 is the line drawn through the center of the circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. Students, if you are paying attention here, then it is clearly visible that according to this statement, the line drawn through the center of a circle, it means we are going to draw a line through the center of the circle which bisect a chord. It means it is given to us that that line is bisects the chord, is perpendicular to the chord. We have to prove that is perpendicular to the chord, So first of all, we have to draw a diagram for solving this question. So we have to draw a circle first. So this is your circle, this is your center O, this is your chord PQ, this is a given chord PQ. Now we will draw a line OA, which type of this line is this? This bisect the chord, and we have to prove that it is perpendicular also. It means we have to prove that angle 1 and angle 2 are 90 degree. So first of all, what is given to us? OA bisects PQ. It means what is given us? PA is equal to QA. PA is equals to QA. What we have to prove? We have to prove that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. Then we will say that OA is perpendicular on PQ. So for proof, now again we will take two triangles, triangle POA and triangle QOA. Now we will apply congruency in these two triangles. First of all, we need three elements. PO is equal to OQ, same reason, radius of the given circle. OA is equal to OA, common, and PA is equal to QA. It's also given that it is chord bisected is already given. So students, by which rule? Think. So that by SSS congruence rule, we have triangle POA is congruent to triangle QOA. If these two triangles are congruent, then we can use one thing as CP/CT, that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CP/CT. But students, we have to prove that these two angles are also equal to 90 degree. So how we will prove it? See, angle 1 and angle 2, the sum of these two angles are the sum of linear pair. So we can write like this: angle 1 plus angle 2 are 180 degree. Why? Linear pair. So they both are equal to each other. So we can replace one angle with the other. Angle 1 plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree. Double of angle 1 is also equal to 180 degree. Angle 1 is equal to 90 degree, which is also equal to angle 2. Now it's proved that OA is perpendicular on PQ. Hence proved. So student, this is your theorem 10.4. 4. Now next theorem. Theorem 10.5 is the statement there is one and only one circle passing through three given known collinear points. So students, I already explained to you that what is the meaning of collinear points. Collinear points are those points which are present on a same straight line. If we have two or more than 2 points and they all are present on a same straight line, then they are collinear. If they all are not present on a same straight line, then it means they are non-collinear points. Now the question is, how can we say that there is only one and only one circle which is passing through the given 3 known collinear points? 3 known collinear points. So students, there is not any another proof for proving this. We have to do a small construction for proving this theorem. So first of all, we will take 3 known collinear points. These are 3 known collinear points. Point A, B and C, because they are not present on a same straight line, that's why they are known collinear points. So students, now we will join, second step is we will join these 3 points like this. Now we will draw perpendicular bisector on these 2 line segments, line segment AB and BC. We will draw perpendicular bisector. Do you know how we will draw perpendicular bisector? We have to open our compass more than half, put on the both centers here, and then mark the arc upward and the downward. This is the method to draw a perpendicular bisector. So we will open our compass and mark the arcs like this on the both sides. So this is a perpendicular bisector. Now we have another line segment BC. We have to draw a perpendicular bisector on BC also. So when we will draw this perpendicular bisector like this. So at which point these 2 perpendicular bisector intersect each other, we called it as center of the circle. We called it as center of the circle. So we have to open, this is if this is a center of a circle, then definitely this is a radius of circle. This is also a radius of circle. This is also a radius of circle. We have to draw a circle with the help of this radius. So we have to draw a circle, and this circle is lie like this. All these 3 points lie on the circumference of the circle. This construction proves that from the 3 known collinear points we have to draw a circle, and there is only one and only one circle which is passing through these 3 known collinear points, because there is not any possibility to draw another circle from these 3 known collinear points. So let me revise this question again. First of all, we have choose 3 points which are known collinear to each other, then join them. Now we have 2 line segment AB and BC. On the both line segments we will draw 2 perpendicular bisectors, and these perpendicular bisectors intersect each other at a point which we mark as center of the circle, and with the help of this radius we will draw a circle which is passing through these 3 known collinear points. It is also possible that you have to take another 4th point which is also known collinear and join them and then draw a perpendicular bisector, and it is compulsory that that perpendicular bisector join here the center of circle. So student, this is your theorem 10.5. Now students, questions of exercise 10.2. First question of exercise 10.2 is statement, recall that 2 circles are congruent. 2 circles are congruent. Two circles are congruent. What do you mean by that word? Two circles are congruent. Two circles are congruent. It means they have a same radius. They have same radius. If two circles have same radius, then we call them as congruent circles. Two circles are congruent if they have the same radii. Prove that equal chords of congruent circles subtended equal angles at the center. So student, first of all you have to understand this question with the help of our diagram. He said we have two circles, circle 1 and circle 2. This is center O, this is center Q. They said these two circles are congruent because the radius of these two circles are equal. Radius of these two circles are equal. And they said two chords are there and they are equal to each other. They both chords are equal to each other. And we have to prove that they both are subtended equal angle at the center. We have to prove that angle 1 and angle 2 are also equal to each other. So student, definitely only congruency is possible in this question. So what is given to us first of all? Given is OA is equal to PQ and OB is equal to, sorry, we have to change the name, so we will mark here as S. So OB is equal to QS, because they said radius are equal, and if radius are equal then the corresponding parts are equal because circle are congruent. And one thing is already given, AB is equal to PS. AB is equal to PS. We have to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2. For the proof, we will use two triangle name. First of all, triangle AOB and triangle PQS. Correct? So now for congruency we need three elements which are already given to us, that OA is equal to PQ, OB is equal to QS. We have to write here that radius of congruent circle or given, both the reasons are correct. And AB is equal to PS. AB is equal to PS. It is also already given. Equal chords are given. So students, by SSS congruence rule, both the triangles are congruent. By SSS congruence rule, we have triangle AOB is congruent to triangle PQS, and we can say that angle 1 is equal to 2 by CP/CT. So student, it is nothing different with your theorem 10.1 and 10.2. The difference is only this, that in theorems both the triangle are present in a same circle. In these questions, triangles are present in the different circles, but those two circles are congruent to each other. It means they are equal to each other. Now the question number second. Question number second. Prove that if chords of congruent circles subtended equal angles at the center, then the chords are equal. Now again they are talking about two congruent circles. With the center O and Q, and we have two chords AB and PR. This is radius. So in this question he said if chords of congruent circles subtended equal angle at the center, mark angle 1 and angle 2. So what is given to us? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And the circles are congruent, so definitely radius are also equal. Radius of circles are equal. What we have to prove? To prove is chords are equal. So we have to prove that AB is equal to PR. AB is equal to PR. Now we will start our proof. In triangle AOB and triangle PQR. In triangle AOB and triangle PQR. First of all, AO is equal to PQ, radius. BO is equal to RQ, radius. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 given. So that by SAS congruence rule, we have triangle AOB is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle AOB and triangle PQR are congruent to each other. So we can say that AB is equal to PR by CP/CT. By CP/CT. This is your second question of exercise 10.2. So student, this is your complete today's lecture in which we revise 3 theorems 10.3, 10.4 and 10.5 and 2 questions of exercise 10.2. Now your homework. So student, this is your maths homework. Do theorems and questions. Do theorems means today's theorems 10.3, 10.4 and 10.5 in homework notebook, and questions of exercise 10.1 and 10.2 also in your homework notebook from NCERT. 10.1 is also you have to do in your homework notebook. So students, thank you. Have a nice day.